Hi, I'm Caroline from MyVolts from Dublin, Ireland, here at Superbooth today showing off our range of power solutions, audio cables, sync cables, heaps of stuff here. So I'm here with Gary, he's my friend and helper today.
Hey Gary.
And so what do we got? We have our mobile power solutions. So there's a bunch of volkas here. We've 3 Cork volkas and a volka mix, and they're all getting powered from this one MyVolts 9-volt ripcord plugged into a USB power bank here. So the whole thing is like fully mobile, and the cables here, the sync cables, the audio cables are all MyVolts. Power cables, there's the candy cords here, and the power is daisy chaining with crazy chains in each of the devices. So you've got, instead of having like 18 batteries or a bunch of wall warts, you've just got one USB port for the whole lot, and that'll run your gear for hours and hours. What else have we got? Oh yeah, so today we actually have a new product that we've just launched, so I'm bringing this here to Superbooth. So it's the Mult, and it's a port duplicator, so you can see it's plugged in now just into the SQ1, into the CV there for a bit of it. So it takes a port duplicator, and it also shows the polarity of the light, so of the signal, so you can use it for modular gates, clocks, triggers, whatever you got a signal there, nice visual, and
So
shows
is
the
it
polarity.
a sort of bi-colour LED?
Yes, yeah, and that'll show you the polarity. So so we've got those, and we've got a few of those to give away as well. I gave most of them away yesterday by mistake. I didn't realise Thursday's like, you know, you're supposed to go easy on Thursday, but I'm new to Superbooth, so I went in hard and fast right at the start.
So is this your first Superbooth then?
Yes, this is my first Superbooth. So MyVolts were here last year, and my boss Luke was here, and he is in Portugal with João, where they develop the products. So the MyVolts products are developed in Portugal. These pocket operator cases here, they actually make them in Portugal as well. So and so here we've got just extending the utility of pocket operators really. So there's the case which has these nice click to the buttons, and here we have the ReVolt battery system. So instead of 2 AAA batteries in here, there's 2 dummy batteries, and then it's got like a power port, so you can power from one USB port. Again, actually it's here in this power bank here. There's these 2 pocket operators are powered. Instead of using a load of batteries, we're using these dummy batteries and a USB ripcord. So instead of throwing batteries in the bin, you know, we're actually like going green and going a bit more effective with that. And they go up to D cells. We have these, this is the ReVolt line of batteries, and we have from AAAs all the way up to D cells for like legacy devices. And using things in the field, instead of a load of batteries, you're using power banks. So mobile power is one of the things we do really well.
I'm guessing with battery power there's not too much problems with noise and regulation, but is there any kind of smoothing in here?
Well, yes, we do test them thoroughly to make sure they're like the noise is kept to a minimum. There's been several iterations of these ripcord products, but we also have this mixer, this small little mixer here that we made for desktop musicians, and in that there's like ground loop isolation and filtering. So this is a passive mixer, and it will take your desktop devices, or any devices really. It's got 3 3.5mm inputs and 1 3.5mm output, and it has noise filtering in it.
Right. Any issues that you get with a coiled cable picking up extra interference?
Like we all know, there's always going to be a tiny bit of interference. It's part of the game. There's always a tiny bit of noise, but we're really in the business of attempting to make that noise gone as cheaply as possible, and we test our products thoroughly. But you know, nothing's perfect. Music's not perfect. But we get there as well, not sacrificing anything as much as we can. We solve the problems of musicians that they have.
So are these all proprietary connectors?
Well,
do you have these made for you?
This bead splitter was made to fit in the shoulder here of the. Gary's got one here in a bag to fit in the shoulder of the output of the pocket operator, because the sync and the audio goes on the same line out. So the bead splitter splits it out, so you've got sync and audio isolated, so you can use them.
There's a standoff jack to get stuff into the likes of volkas. If you want to run these out, you just have to stand it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to use it just for the shoulders pocket operators. It can be used in any situation
Right.
where you need to do that. And there's the pots and pans. Where's one of those? Oh no, we can't find her. There's another in that range that adds just a little potentiometer with a little mute button on it as well. So we call those the taps. It's like volume and signal control taps. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, the slim slider. So this is very nice. This is it's actually like the pots and pans really. It's got just 2 stereo sliders and a quick mute button and an in and an out, so you can add that functionality to anywhere you have signal going out that you want to be able to control the stereo and kill it on command. So there's the pots and pans here that has a volume control and a mute button, so you can add that functionality to a passive mixer, and it's got you can just line in anything into any of these just with you can line in one of our candy cords. It doesn't have to be used for a pocket operator or a mixer. It can be used in any situation where you need the functionality.
So did you guys do a lot of research into which is going to be the most reliable 3.5 connector, because they are legendarily a bit sketchy?
Well, they did a lot. They did this in Portugal, and they did a lot of work on making sure that there was a nice, click, and that click and that bedding in was very thoroughly researched. And like all the candy cords have these really nice connectors with materials that are very durable and feel good in the hand, and these curly cables have a nice heft and dangle, as we say, but also this nice smoothness and this tactile quality, and there's heaps of colours as well. So the colours, well, they look lovely, and people really like them, obviously in Instagram videos and everything, because they look really good. They're also good for chasing up your signal path up the way. They have utility and beauty, I'm going to say, and we like to make our stuff in different colours. There's a mixer in red, there it is in grey, there it is in red. People like that, you like the choice, you like it to go with your gear, and then you use it for different situations. You can use the different colours. What else have I got here? I think that's, I've got halos as well, so I'm just going to have... Oh yes, sorry, we've got one here. Do you want to talk about... Oh no, you can't, I have to. So there's the halo.
Oh,
so
there we go.
That's mono patch cable, and it's used for clocks, gates, triggers. It lights up, and it's got polarity indication, and again you can trace your signal path and add a bit of visual interest to whatever you're working with.
Nice.
Multiple lengths, multiple packs.
Yeah, we have multiple lengths, multiple packs, multiple colours of this. We have it. So it's, again, to just make things easier for musicians and make your gear more usable, I think is what we try and do. Oh, and we have the hot tip. I love the hot tip. That's my favourite thing. I helped make this, so I like this one a lot. But this is very useful for any musician really, or anybody actually. It's like a power supply, because we started off making power supplies for different devices. We have a database of 40,000 devices on our website, and so if you need a replacement power supply, you come to MyVolts. As well as all this audio stuff, we also make power supplies, so you can buy inexpensive replacements for any of the gear you need, and we specialise in legacy devices. So you've old stuff in drawers and you need to power it, come to us, we'll help. So this hot tip, if you plug a power supply into it, it has a bicolour LED. It'll tell you the polarity, and it'll tell you basically if the power supply is working and what polarity it is, and you can use that on stage.
Can we see that working?
Oh yeah, too. There. So there, it's blue, so you know it's sensor positive, and you also know that this end is live. This end is working. Your power supply is working. So it's a good situation. Gear isn't working. You go, is it the power supply? Is it something else? But at least you know it's not the power supply. It's something. It's something else.
That's really useful. So where can people find more information? What's the website?
MyVolts.co.uk, and MyVolts.de. Also, we're in Superbooth for the next couple of days. We're here in booth Z151, and the area is ZW03. It's right by the bar, so that's convenient. That's handy for everybody.
Did you book it that way?
I think let's say it's a happy accident somehow. I think that's all the things I have to say today. But if anyone can come down, have a chat with me, have a chat with Gary about any devices you want to power. And I'm very interested in the problems that people have they're trying to solve. Niggly, annoying things. Tell us, this is what we do. We want to make your problems disappear so you can do the thing you want to do, which is make music.
Brilliant. Many thanks.
Thank you, Andy.
Cheers.